What's happening, people? We're back here once again on Cubcam TV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts. As always, I'm super excited to be back inside the building. We've got a slightly new setup we're still getting used to, and obviously we aren't doing as many reaction videos at the minute because I'm so busy with radio-related stuff, but I've just seen this new one land from Omar Lay. It goes by the name Understand, and I thought, you know what? I need to get into it. I've literally just got back from playing football. You can probably see there's still sweat on my head. I've literally thrown a different t-shirt on and we're cracking on straight away, so hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you haven't already, though, please do make sure you are hitting that subscribe button at the top of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, all of that good stuff. We are going to be bringing you a lot more reactions as we kind of return to normality and we start seeing more and more music that we love to review. And as always, please do make sure you are just getting involved in the channel in general. One thing to remember, guys, there will be a lot of cuts and pauses during this video. The reason for this is because YouTube does block the videos if we don't break them down. Basically, there may be a slight bit of camera wobble as well. I'm still working out the stand and how things are kind of working out with this new layout. I've literally rebuilt my studio recently, so I'm still working out the kinks. But anyway, let's get into this one. Hopefully you guys still can enjoy. Alright then. I'm really liking this sort of theme. We're hearing it a lot more. We're hearing a very kind of electronic, almost purposefully distorted style of drums. I heard it in that Loj and SARS WizKid collaboration, Love and Attention. The drums are really over-processed, but it makes it sound almost more epic. It's a really cool way to start it off. I'm loving the way the drums are sounding. You don't go to my Alright then. I told you there's going to be pauses, man. It's been a hot minute since we last reviewed an Omar Lay tune. I told you there's going to be pauses, and I can't help but feel this one is going to be a crazy one. The kind of finesse that Omar Lay brings to this, his just kind of vocal presence, he just feels so comfortable, so impactful, and yet so calm at the same time. There's a real level of mastery about the way he's kind of slid onto this. Again, the vocal ever so slightly distorted, reminding me of a lot of earlier Mr. Easy stuff as well, in the way that sort of purposeful distortions there. It just adds an extra layer of texture to the vocal. Really nice start. Give you my give you my last cash spend. Wow. I show you my best friend. See what I mean about the purposeful distortion, though? Everything is kind of everything's pushing like a little bit too hard, and there's a level of kind of digital distortion which normally I'm not a fan of, but on this it does seem to work really, really nicely. Again, instrumental-wise, this is crazy so far. Those little kind of extended chords, they're very kind of metallic, very shiny in the way they kind of shimmer off the surface of the instrumental. A lot going on with the bass line as well. There's not a lot to dislike about this, I've got to say. Really nice use of harmonics there as well, basically layering the vocals up to give it that effect as though loads of people are singing it. Obviously, that's what chorusing is, and it sounds really, really clean. Again, that distortion sounds so good. I've mentioned it so many times, and I only mention things numerous times if I really like them. The way this is laid out is really, really clean. I'm loving Omar's approach. I'm loving the production side of things. It's good to see new music from Omar as well. He had one of the biggest tunes of last year, so to see him kind of carry that on this year. I like the visualizer as well. Very simple, very slick, but it's doing the job. Give me in a dance, mate. I think this is the thing with an instrumental like this, where it does have those very kind of rolling drum textures, and there is that level of kind of pushing it a little bit further than you would normally electronically. It does have a kind of natural march to it. The tune kind of naturally sways and breathes forward because of that extra pushing going on with the kicks, and it just sounds awesome. Omar is riding it really, really clean. The entire approach to this is very, very well put together. I'm a fan of this. This is getting played every single day on breakfast without a shadow of a doubt, mate. I'm loving it. I think almost instrumental-wise, this reminds me of a lot of the things that Rema's doing at the moment. The way he's kind of approaching these very kind of colourful, very kind of rolling instrumentals. Obviously, this doesn't have the vocal range going on that Rema tends to have on his tunes, but you can definitely hear the comparison. There's definitely a movement towards this much more electronic style of production, electronic, just more electronic approach, I suppose, within Afrobeats, which is cool to see. It's the evolution of the genre. I love seeing things evolve. Really cool thing about this as well is there's subtle little bits of percussion going on underneath those lead kicks. Very, very subtle kind of clavs they might be, but it's going like and they're just kind of bouncing away in the background, really, really subtle. Unless you're listening for them, you're not going to hear them, but they're still kind of going into your brain and affecting the rhythm of the tune. It's so cleverly put together, this as well. The distortion isn't overbearing. The glimmering chords, the way they're just kind of firing off at random, they just add an extra shimmer to the entire thing. This is really, really well put together. Really simple chord progressions as well. A lot of repetition in this final minute. I'm fine with that, to be honest with you. This is a type of tune where you don't want to push it too far. I feel you don't want to kind of go away from the lead line too much, because the lead line is so distinctive. You don't want to dissipate it and almost make it lose value by stretching it too far. But I really, really enjoy it. I'm a little bit confused about what the visualizer is actually meant to represent. The guy's just underwater, apparently breathing, and fish are having the time of their lives. I don't quite know what that is. If people do know what the visualizer is meant to represent, put that in the comments down below. Leave your comments as well. Do get involved. Again, I did say there'd be a lot of pauses, so don't comment that, okay? I said there'd be a lot of pauses. Just listen to the smoothness of this, man. You can hear those little bits of percussion a lot clearer on this section as well. Very subtle, just adding that extra layer of rhythm. We're going to have instrumental for the rest of the tune, so I'm going to let it run out, and then we'll get into our final breakdown in just a second. And there we go. The sounds of Omar Lay with Understand. We are back on reaction videos, people. It's great to be back inside the building. Well, I'm in my room all the time anyway, but it's good to actually get the time to jump into a couple of these and actually find some tunes landing that I'm keen to review, you know. People have often leave comments on my videos kind of being like, yeah, can you review this? Can you review this? Can you review this? Can you review that? And for me, like, I don't particularly want to be jumping into tunes that I have no interest in, and Omar Lay is an artist that interests me, and the same with most of the people I review on the channel, you know. So that's why I review the music I do. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, though. If you did enjoy this one, please do make sure you are hitting that subscribe button and ignoring the slight camera wobble that is going on. Hit that subscribe button, get involved in the channel, and of course you can catch me over on Breakfast with Kovu, 7 till 10 in the AM, Trickstar Radio, Monday to Friday, playing the freshest music from around the world. A lot of Afrobeat, a lot of dancehall, a lot of garage on there as well, if that's your thing. Trust me, you want to get involved with this show. It's going places, and there's loads of big announcements on the way. Thank you for watching, guys, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cubcam TV. Stay locked.
It's the Dubplate Special Master.
Live and direct.
Breakfast with Cub Kovu.
Trickstar Radio.